I love Ridin Durty radio. Vic XL. And just like that, once again, it's on.
And just like that, once again, it's on. What's up, world? It's your boy, Vic XL. This is the Ridin Durty Show, the Ridin Durty Podcast. We bring you what's next right now, bridging the gap between hip-hop and everyday life. I gotta say salute to everybody checking in on Facebook Live. One time for my lovely wife. I see her on the check-in. Man. Ooh, it's a beautiful Sunday. I done got a lot of rest. I'm pumped up, turning a new chapter. And, hey, man, we here, and we're here to stay. Got to start this thing off. Today is Sunday, August the 12th. It is still official Leo season. We don't have a lot of birthdays today, which is odd because normally there's quite a few birthdays. But the first thing I do, I gotta say happy birthday to my man, legendary Seattle rapper. I like big butts, and I cannot lie. One time for my man, Sir Mix-a-Lot. He turns 55 years old today, man. It seems like just yesterday I was jamming to Sir Mix-a-Lot and Baby Got Back or My Posse on Broadway. Man, Mix-a-Lot was a major trendsetter and definitely opened the doors for Seattle rap. So happy birthday to my man, Sir Mix-a-Lot. Turns 55 years old today. Hopefully somewhere, my dog, you're somewhere celebrating, enjoying life, kicked up, and enjoying what the Creator have gave you. All right, now I also got to say one time, because that's it for my celebrity birthdays, unless it's birthdays I don't know about, but I got to say one time on my Facebook family and friends list, I got to say happy birthday to rapper, breakdancer, poet, Renaissance man, my man Mr. R.J. Owens. Today is his birthday, so if y'all know him, ever known him, or, you know, if you get a chance, follow him on social media. So happy birthday to you, RJ. He's definitely been a guest on the Ridin Durty Show. Very awesome dude. Definitely gets down on that dance floor with the breakdancing moves. Also got the dope poems, and he's definitely doing his thing. So happy birthday, Mr. RJ. Again, it's Leo season. Gotta say one time for our sponsor, the almighty Dr. Juice Cleanse. And what Dr. Juice Cleanse is a all-natural, I repeat, a all-natural cleanser. Now, we all need to cleanse our system. We all need to, like I like to say, change the oil in our body. Well, Dr. Juice Cleanse is all-natural cleansers that promise to do all kind of amazing things for your body, like help you lose up to 25 pounds in just 10 days. It provides balanced pH systems. It helps relieve stress. It slows down the aging process. Man, I'm telling you, it does so many dope things for your body. You need to try it. If nothing else, man, the losing weight in 25 pounds in 10 days, man, you'll be dropping weight like a boxer. But do me one big favor and visit drjuicecleanse.com. Find out more about this amazing product. You can start losing weight, feeling good, living longer today. Also, man, gotta say one time for our new sponsor, WMR Music Group. Now, what WMR, this is really for a lot of my artists out there. WMR Music Group, they're an independent label, but not only are they an independent label, they are a PR and marketing company that can definitely help get your music and your art to the next level. I've been working very closely with them for the past week or so, and I'm seeing more shares, I'm seeing more likes. So one time for WMR Music Group. You can find them on Facebook at WMR Music Group, or you can look them up at www.wmrmusicgroup.com. And let everybody know our sponsor, WMR Music Group and Dr. Juice Cleanse. When you do make contact with these people, definitely let them know Vic XL and the Ridin Durty Show sent you, and you know, ask for a discount. they're going to take care of you because they love me and I love them. And that's just the way it goes, man. Let me give y'all a little quick hip-hop news. Man, one time for my girl Nicki Minaj, the numbers not in. She just released her 5th album, Queen. She released it Friday. The numbers aren't in, but she has gave a confession by saying some slight criticism by Jay-Z definitely did make her go in and rewrite some of her lyrics, and after pushing it back, changing the date several times, she dropped that thing on Friday. So congratulations to Nicki Minaj and the release of her 5th album, Queen, and we're going to see how it do. It seems like my man Casanova, New York rapper Casanova, is in trouble. It's alleged that him and his crew was having dinner, and they basically broke a woman's jaw. They broke a woman's jaw. Like, why y'all breaking women's jaws, Casanova? I know you're like the super gangster run guy, but breaking a woman's jaw, that's not cool. But you know what? Casanova lawyer has spoken up and said he's going to do an internal investigation, and he promises this allegation against his client is not true. Independent rapper Skinny from the 9, it seems like he's facing some jail time as him, his father, his brother has been arrested and charged with kidnapping. Man, you damn rappers are going crazy as hell. Y'all please tell me what the hell is going on. Why y'all committing so many crimes? Y'all need to keep y'all ass in the studio. My man Jules Santana, y'all know he had the situation to where he was going through the airport. They found the gun. He's been on house arrest. The judge did release him off house arrest where he can travel, make money, and tour. Well, his trial has been postponed to September the 12th. So Joel, keep making your money while you got a chance, because you're going to probably burn a lot of that in court expenses. Also, it seems like Lil' Kim, y'all know I reported earlier that she's potentially losing her New Jersey mansion. Well, you know what? The judge just says, hey, check this out, Lil' Kim. You want to keep the New Jersey mansion? You say you can manage your money well? Well, you know what? Give us $32,000 immediately, and you can keep the mansion, and we're going to keep you on a strict payment plan. So hopefully Lil' Kim will come up with that money and keep her house. I hope she does. Man, for all those waiting to see Drake and the Three Amigos tour, it has been postponed for a second time. So hopefully they'll pull this tour off. I want to see it. We're going to see what happens. And one time for Drake and Migos, whether their tour comes out or not, they're still making a lot of money, more than me. But, you know, it's going to be a great tour. Drake and Migos, man, that's hit upon hit upon hit upon hit. And hopefully they'll do them crazy dances like they did. Walk it, like it, wanna talk it. So one time for my man Drake, one time for everybody in hip-hop celebrity news, one time for everybody celebrating the birthday today on Sunday, August the 12th. One time for our sponsors, Dr. Juice Cleanse and WMR Music Group. Before I get this show started and bring on my guests, I definitely got to encourage everybody, please go to Facebook and look up Ridin Durty Radio and click that like button. Go to YouTube, look up Ridin Durty TV and click that subscribe button and click that bell so you can get those notifications when we upload our new videos. And please continue to follow and support us on Twitter and Instagram at Ridin Durty Radio. And that's RIDINDURTY RADIO. What's up, my man DJ Tino? Definitely out there on the grind doing this thing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, like I said, y'all know my favorite part of the show is when I get to run my mouth. And when I get a chance to introduce y'all to the great people who are moving and shaking and cultivating our culture. So, today is no different from any other. This is the second, my guest, this is his second time on the show, but he has a brand new project and we're going to get into it. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, with no further ado, welcome to the Ridin Durty Show, Mr. Self-Explanatory. What's going on, my G?
Yeah, what's going on, homie? How you living?
Man, I'm doing good,
what's
man.
What's going on?
Man, I'm doing good. Sun's out, got my guns out, got my wife beater. My wife told me don't be wearing my damn wife beater on the camera, but you know what? Forget it. I got it on today, and I got the tag in the back because I might take this thing back. But man, it's a great day.
Man, you're an OG, man. I love the show, man. I love the support that you show for everybody, man, for independent artists and everything, man. You're just a great spirit, great soul, man. So I'm glad to be here.
Hey, man, you know what? It doesn't bother me anymore because I'm looking at my chest and I got some great. I think that might qualify me to be an OG. Like, why in the hell do I have great chest?
That ain't got nothing to do with OG.
Now that's got something to do with OLD.
I consider myself an OG, but I'm saying like to give respect to, you know, somebody who's got some wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Knowledge. That's all it is. That's what I mean by OG. You know, it don't got nothing to do with being a gangster per se. We all are rebel gangsters for the cause. You feel what I'm saying? Against the system type of gangsters. But I look at that as just wisdom, man, and showing respect. It ain't got nothing to do with age, because it's just physical life we talking about here.
All right, so but I do gotta ask this question. Yeah, I want your advice on something before we get deep into the interview, though. Cause I like the white wife beaters. I'm not muscular. I'm not big or nothing. As my dude Sergeant calls me, I'm a little chunky. Should I or should I not clip these 3 or 4 gray chest hairs?
3 or 4 gray ones?
Yeah, they gray, man. Gray chest hairs. Should I clip them?
I don't think you need. You don't have to. I mean, wear a white beater or not, white beater just to show off your shape. I mean, nothing like that. I ain't never heard a woman complain about somebody having some gray chest hair.
Okay.
Unless you heard somebody complain.
Okay, I'm gonna take your advice. So, self-explanatory. Let's get into it, man. You was on the show earlier. We've definitely, talked about your career, but I want to bring the people, the new listeners, up to speed, man. Let the people know where you're from.
I'm from the universe, but all over here, as far as physical life, I've been here in Alabama. I grew up, raised in Alabama.
Are you a Crimson?
And I've traveled all over, lived in different places, but as far as Alabama, that's my roots. As far as where I grew up, the majority of my time in childhood. You know what I'm saying? I'm in Alabama and moved back to Alabama right now.
Are you a Crimson Tide fan?
Of course. Man, I got something so sweet that I'm about to bust out on everybody. When I'm talking about old school 62 Chrysler with the Alabama paint job is about to hit, you know what I'm talking about? It's about to have in the videos and all of that. I really represent it real tough, man. You know what I'm saying? I show love to my people, man. I show love to Alabama, to the land and the people, not necessarily the police and the system, but for the land and the people. You feel me?
All right. Now, I have to ask, man, because right now in Alabama, y'all don't quite have a controversy in college football, but y'all do got something brewing. Who is going to be you guys' starting quarterback this year?
Man, honestly, I don't know. I ain't been paying attention to it, just to be honest. I've just been paying attention to my music and getting this jumped off, and I don't have to deal with a lot with that. So I haven't paid close attention to it in a while now.
Okay. All right. So you got a brand new album coming out, correct?
Yeah, I do.
All right.
I actually got a couple of them about to drop, but go ahead.
Before we get into the new album, tell the little people a little brief history about your body of work, because you have a large amount of bodies of work out there. And as an independent artist, I see a lot of artists, they might drop 1, they might drop 2, but then they generally get trapped up in the confines of life, work, children, marriage, that type of thing. But you have definitely been an independent artist who kept it going. So let us know about some of the bodies of work you've released upon the marketplace.
As far as the most recent, I did drop the All I Am album, which was the first of a 3-part series dealing with the true essence of who I am in my music and what what people can expect from it. And I dropped that, I think it was end of 2017. End of 2016. In 2017, I started working on a new album, which is a single that I dropped, which is what when I got with you the first time, you played the single called Good Enough. That's what that album is from. And I'm working on that album as far as getting that ready to release. And other than that, I've dropped a mixtape before the All I Am album. It was called Almost Famous, just to kind of introduce that. But I consistently, put out music, or either, be it an album or be it some singles or whatever, to keep things relevant. Because, I'm following up with my plan and what I do. I still pop music out the trunk. I'm about to really start doing that heavily and still do that along with the digital market. But I'm trying to give people to show the progression. You know what I mean? I like to show the progression of the style. And I felt like, I just had to, if you're not putting out anything, or any music, or if you don't got any plans on doing that, then how can you build a fan base if you just slack off? You know what I'm saying? So I just try to keep it consistent.
All right, now tell me, like, when you got into the game, like, who are some of your influences?
Yeah.
And definitely doing it from an independent level, who are some of your influences? Because it's hard as hell being an independent artist.
It is in a way, but not really. Once you learn you learn everything that you of what you need to do and how to do it. You know what I mean? Like the era now is so different than it was. I mean, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, whatever. It's just completely different because everything is more. You can do things yourself, and it's just all about applying yourself to do it. I mean, it's even your own websites and things like that. You can do yourself now. You know what I mean? Real easy. With people who provide that service online. When it comes to digital marketing and promotion, you can do that real easy. So my influence has always been different artists and different throughout time, especially ones like who became big with their own labels, such as Scarface or Ludacris, or even Eminem when he jumped off of Dre and did his own thing. He was independent, of course, for a little bit, but you have to, I say Wiz Khalifa as well, his story, T.I., how he did it. Because I remember the T.I. I'm Serious album, and I loved that album. And I was trying to show people that album during that time, and people wasn't feeling it here. In Alabama, they didn't know about it or nothing. And next thing I know, I read the story about what happened with the label he was dealing with and how he jumped off and just, him and his manager, they did their own thing. And he went hard with it, man, and pushed himself, and focused on himself and made it happen. So people like that have been very inspirational.
Okay.
Especially how Wiz Khalifa did it too. Inspiration.
All right, now what is it like? Because we know what it's like being an independent artist. What is it like, being an independent artist from Alabama? Considering definitely there's been acts to come out of Alabama, but Alabama hasn't always been on the forefront or mainstay when it comes to hip hop, like Atlanta or New York or LA. Even though y'all had some awesome talent from Alabama, like the Dirty Boys.
Definitely.
But I can name a lot. But what is it like trying to get on from Alabama, and do the people of Alabama generally support their hip hop?
Yeah, they do. They do. They definitely do. Great music, man. This is coming from Alabama, and the artist is a universal, talented artist. Like one you'll hear out there now, they love that and they support that. I think the support from Alabama is going to be a great thing, because it's been some. I know the artists you're talking about. I used to listen to them. I still listen to some of them. Like even Yellow Wolf, I check in with him time to time, like as far as listening to what he's doing now or whatever. But I'm the only one that I can say is doing it with the conscious level that I talk about, as far as RBG type music or reality or whatever. You know what I mean? I can kind of relate to any field or any genre of it. Like as far as the conscious level, I think they're actually receiving that really well. I've been surprised. You know what I mean? Even Atlanta, I've been surprised with that, with the, from the type of different mind frames of people, from who you would think is ghetto or immature, or the different mindsets of those who are more professional. And I get 5 stars around the board, so it lets me know I'm doing something right.
All right. You mentioned conscious, because me and a very close friend of mine, my brother, we tend to talk about conscious artists, and a lot of times people feel like there are not a lot, or a lot of people feel like there aren't any conscious artists out here. When you hear that statement, like, how does it make you feel? Because your music definitely has substance, and you're definitely talking about something. How do you feel when you hear people say there's not conscious rappers out here?
I feel like it's just a lack of research and knowledge on their parts, because there are conscious people out here, artists. It's just that some of them might not be on a grand scale being promoted like that because of that whole boule agenda of kind of dumbing down the music to try to dumb down the minds of the children and stuff like that. So, but they are out there. Like it's in a lot of hubs, Chicago, Cali, people that I know I've dealt with that are amazing artists, but they just not out there popular. So I just think it takes somebody to really, really focus on their craft and really push it and get out there and know that what they're doing is important, man, and make it happen. You know what I mean? And not stay on that level, because if it's great enough music and it's on a conscious level, it will blow sooner or later, you know, especially how you do it. Now, there are some artists out there, like I say, on the mainstream, that are conscious, you know, and you just have to listen to their words, you know what I'm saying, closely. Like Kendrick Lamar or what's that, Nipsey Hussle. Even Nipsey Hussle, even though his music is, you know, more gangster-like, he still has knowledge that he puts in there. You can hear, you know, he's becoming more conscious. So I think it's just, you know, it's something that needs to be shown and expressed, man, and put in a bright light. But it takes certain people to be able to make that happen.
All right. Now, as I was doing my research, reading up about you, you quoted Tupac in your bio, and I want to know what this statement means to you. You quoted Tupac in his saying of, "I don't see myself being special. I just see myself having more responsibilities than the next man." People look to me.
Yeah, definitely.
People look to me to do things for them to have answers. What does that mean to you?
For me, that's something that's always been the case throughout my career. Be it when I was with a group or even now when I do music and people, artists will contact me about how can I make my music do the things you do with it, or how do you fill it in with the different aspects that you fill it in with, or can you help me out with this album or song? And I think it's always been like that because it's always been a way whereas I was always put in a leader position. Not like I wanted to be in a leader position, it's just that what I do, I just know what I'm doing. And I look at that like, you know, that's a good thing in a way, you know what I'm saying? Because people look at me for that support, and they look at me in that light, you know what I mean? That he knows what he's doing, I respect him, I like his music, or they look at it at a certain level. So that's how that related to me.
All right. Now, as an artist, do you welcome that responsibility? And how much of that responsibility do we hear in your music?
The whole story is in my music, and I do welcome it. I welcome it because it's been my whole life where I've been put in that position, even outside of music. It just never failed. I've always been put in that position. You know what I mean? It's just, I guess it's just the way I am. You know what I mean? I can't help being the way I am, and the way I am, I guess people recognize I have some kind of knowledge or, you know, responsibility about myself or something. But I do welcome it, and I think, like I say, it's an interesting thing. It's a great thing, but I definitely would like, as far as my career, to have other people with me who I know of, like great artists that are independent, to step up to that plate with me. You know what I mean? Because that's how every let's say club or label or whoever always fail, because you take out the head and then everybody else falls. You know, like the Black Panthers, you take out the head people, and the whole organization failed, infiltrated. You know, take out Malcolm X, everybody else failed. It shouldn't be that way. Everybody should be ahead. Everybody should be ahead. Everybody should know the same thing that everybody else knows in order to make that thing happen. And I know one man should be in the center of control of everything and know everything. It just don't make sense unless you're just gonna be solo. You know what I mean? But nobody's ever truly solo. You working with somebody. You feel me?
I definitely understand. So, being that in your lyrics we hear your struggle, we hear your consciousness, we hear your upliftment, what is your opinion?
Yeah.
What is your opinion on the state of the black race in 2018, especially under the helms of Mr. 45, a.k.a. Donald Trump?
All that stuff is a distraction. You know what I'm saying? When the whole Trump thing happened, I just from learning so much stuff, I just looked at it as the Trump card. You know what I'm saying? That the evil ones would play, you know, because to keep people distracted. And as far as our people, we really, really got to get into what a nationality is, or a status is, or a declaration, because, you know, that word black just goes dealing with the whole color-coded corporation type of commercial system, and it has no relevance when it comes to international policies, or even when it deals with the Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People that was put into place back when Obama was in office. A lot of our people, that went over their heads because they're constantly saying we're black or African American, and these titles don't come with a flag. You know, people come over here internationally, diplomats and whatnot from other countries, they're flying their flags, they have what they call a certain amount of sovereignty, you know what I mean? And I think that, I would not even think, really, I know all of this stuff needs to be learned by our people. You know, we need to learn about the law, we need to learn. It's a trip, man, because I know I've been studying private law for like, it took me one night 2.5 hours in Black's Law Dictionary just to get a comprehension of the word understand, like the definition of the word understand. Because it's a simple paragraph, but it's so jumbled up with their lingo. You just have to break it down on what it means. So our people don't even know when you're using that word, it means to waive all your rights. That's why they try to get you to say it in court 24/7. Do you understand? And people just say, yeah, because they're afraid or something. We got to stop being afraid and know who we are. You know what I mean? This is a commercial system. We are spiritual soul beings living inside these physical bodies. And it's simple as that. And that's the truth. You know what I mean? This system that they got set up here was created after us. You know, after us. We've been in existence for a long time now. But they're using that commercial system and that law stuff against us, which has got us all in a trap. By so many brothers in prison, you know what I mean? So many single mothers out here, and the children being raised by mothers who some are good, and there's a lot of them that are not doing the right thing. But as far as the youth, I think I've been surprised lately about some of the youth, and that some of the youth are actually conscious. You know, we got to still give them some kind of faith that they can overcome the things just to come, because these next 20 or so years is going to be a doozy, so to speak. So we just got to be there. As far as us as the OGs, you know what I mean? Or like I was telling you, OG, those who know knowledge or whatever we know, we gotta pass that down, man, as much as we can, and try to get people to learn that.
Agreed, definitely agreed. So our time, we got to wrap this thing up. But before we wrap it up, there's a few more things I want to ask. Number one, the last time you was on the show, I had you recommend me a good book. Recommend me another good book.
A good book, a great book. I would say, I don't remember what I recommended you last time. A Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman by Shahrazad Ali is a great book.
Okay.
90 seconds.
All right. The next
There's
thing.
another one. That's a great book. I always try to remember for you, but I'm gonna have to probably shoot you that one because I can't remember. I know it's by there's another one by James Allen called As a Man Thinketh, and that's one I think that everybody, you know what I mean, no matter who it is, should read that. They also got it as an audio book too, which is awesome, called As a Man Thinketh.
Okay. All right. Also, man, I'm noticing like you're dropping weight. Like, what are you doing? What are your secrets? Because you're dropping weight, man.
What you mean?
Like I noticed on Instagram you're losing weight. That face thinning out. What's your secrets?
Man, eating right, trying to make my blood more alkaline. I just been eating right, man. Drinking a lot of water. I drink spring water, alkaline water. You know what I mean? And I exercise. I like swimming. You know what I mean? Swimming, walking. Might lift a little weights here and there, you know, for the tone up. But other than that, is eating right now.
All right. So look, before we
knowing what to eat at certain times of the day. You know what I mean?
Okay, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
I got you. Cause I definitely.
Well, I was gonna say that like fruits, like eat your fruits and stuff like from the
10 seconds.
Like 12, then between 12 and 3 do your vegetables, and then after that eat whatever else. But don't try to do too much acidic food. But that's it. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So before we get up out of here and we drop this record, man, let the people know how to find you on social media, how to network with you. Let them know where to find the videos, and tell us a little bit about the record we're about to drop, Who That Is.
You can find me on Instagram as SXTHE, M as in mouse, OSE, SX the most. And my website is www.selfexplanatory.com. There's no E in front of the X, but it's spelled the same way. But this song I wanted to release, man, because this is the one I'm actually about to do a video for that deals with who I am. I wanted to just let people know who Self-Explanatory is, but come out lyrically, you know what I mean? Lyrically, just cutting the room up, just go hard at it. That's what I wanted. And I have my alias on there, which is myself, as Frankie Blue Eyes doing the third verse, because that's just been my alter ego since I started. But that's what it is. It's basically showing off the skill level and what I'm talking about and who I am to let people know, yo, that was hard. I would listen to that. You know what I'm saying? Whoever that is, he snapped on that record, and I wanted everybody to realize that and give me some attention because of that.
All right, introduce us to the people.
The name of this song is called Who That Is by me, Self-Explanatory. Jump it off, man. Jump it off.
Appreciate it, my G. Keep living healthy.
You already know. I got you, brother. Who that is? Who that is? Hey, who that is? Who that is? Who that is? Hey, who that is? Who that is? Hey, who that is? Who that is? Hey, yeah, I'ma think I'm tripping. I said I'm balling up now. Hey, what? Balling up now. I said I'm balling up now. Until I roll them in the stock. Load and roll them in the block. Build my fortress to the top. Until my fortress hella stock. Bring the drop to the beat. 12 seconds till I make it pop. Yeah, ranking, you gon' call the cops. Talking reckless about what I got. Checking necklace for disrespecting. Yeah, that's a necklace. You ain't got a lot. I'm trying to hold weight. But y'all don't hold weight. Y'all just dead weight. The rapper guys. Hey, listen. Who that is? I am self-explanatory. Who that is? I am self-explanatory. Who that is? I am self-explanatory. Who that is? Hey, who that is? Y'all ain't nothing but a bunch of suckers. Suckers hanging with a bunch of suckers. Following the leader like a Twitter. Remember the ones you follow, don't remember you. Remember back when I was struggling. Every day that I was hustling. Finally got to the point of direction where I am not calling the intersection. That's for drivers. Now I'm flying in the sky so high with a loaded weapon. Like MacGyver. I had to get up and lift up out of every situation. Twist the wires, connect the flow, connect the dough, connect the flow some more. Till they overflow, currents overload, and my flow explodes like, whoa, ain't no telling though. Will I live, will I make it? I may never know. But I never ever say never know. Did I keep my arms so forever close? Might even tatted on me, homie, only right after I read it, tatted on my clothes. Mad Hatter, rat-a-tat-tat ladder till it spills, splatters, piss all over the floor. That's wishful thinking while I'm in the zone. Thinking the wishes for genies is home. Off top, homie, off the dome. You gon' remember me before I'm gone. Who that is? I am self-explanatory. Who that is? I am self-explanatory. Who that is? I am self-explanatory. Who that is? Hey, who that is? I am not from this earth. Okay. No, I was never birthed. I traveled to this planet to put in work. Put it where I put it in, put the verse. They used to call me Frankie Blue at first. Now they just call me Frankie is the jerk. Cause I don't deal with emotions.
One time, my man, Self-Explanatory.
Humans can stop all the bitching and tripping. Cause that is who
got that spit for you.
Like 9/11 was done by your government. You should be wondering why was that. And what if the trillions of dollars go missing? They mentioned the day before that. Underground, way deep, 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 deep underground where they build new cities at. I don't think that you notice. Thinking humans are hopeless. Focused with the notion everything is fine and dandy perhaps. Look at the stats, look all around you and look at the facts. Most of the rappers you listening to on the radio station is thinking they wax. Wow. Who that is? I am self-explanatory.
Who that is?
I am self-explanatory.
Who that is?
I am self-explanatory. Who that is? Hey, who that is?
One time for my man Self-Explanatory, that fire. Who that is? Definitely check him out. Make sure y'all visit www.selfexplanatory.com. Let him know you heard him on the Ridin Durty Show, man. We up out of here. It's your boy Vic XL. We back tomorrow, 11 p.m. We gone. Peace. Love one another. Out.